130th Street, where there will be a proposed 130th Street Red Line station here. It still has yet to be decided whether it will be on the north or the south end of the street, but this is the location where the Red Line Extension will come towards an end, towards Altgeld Gardens, down on this other side, south over here. So as we enter here, this is the public housing, Altgeld Gardens, which is kind of like in a little island of its own, away from the city, but still known as part of the city limits. So as we can see here, a lot of the homes all pretty much look the same. I know there is a school, Carver Elementary, Carver High School, but a lot of residents here find themselves having a hard time to get down to Altgeld Gardens here from across the city. Alright guys, here we are at the last stop. This is the street down over here. This is 130th Street, and the sites for the proposed station is still in question. There is a couple of options where the station can be located, but it is still in the developments of where the final proposed location will be. So back here, this is TCA Clinic, where members of the Altgeld Gardens public housing community have a short range of where they have access towards clinics and hospitals. As you can see, 130th is pretty large. That actually makes Altgeld Gardens kind of look like an island that is all public housing. I know that they're actually building some structures there. I believe it might be a library. If I can remember correctly, they're building something there, but not much development actually goes on here at Altgeld Gardens. Now, due to the coronavirus pandemic, we see big concerns here at Altgeld Gardens, because I remember when I came to TCA Clinic to actually talk with a worker here, they had said that Altgeld Gardens has a big problem with community residents that have asthma problems. Now, if you know about the coronavirus pandemic, the virus actually goes in through the lungs and actually causes respiratory problems for people that actually get infected. So the problem here at Altgeld Gardens, not being part of where the city has their structures like CTA transportation, it is quite hard for a lot of residents here to actually get to their homes. For example, if they were to go to school at 111th at Brooks High School, it'd be a little hard for them to get down here towards 130th. You have to take a few buses and change routes, and it honestly takes up a lot of times for residents here at Altgeld Gardens. Residents who have to take the bus are currently experiencing an issue where now that buses and CTA drivers are being a little more cautious, there's only a max of 15 people that can actually get on the bus at a time. No more than 15 people. If not, they will overcrowd, and they would actually have to to move past some stops. People are entering through the rear of the buses now, which makes it harder and honestly a difficult lifestyle for a lot of people that don't have automobiles to travel around. What I have noticed is that actually it has been a little harder for Chicago residents below 95th Street to actually acquire a Venture card. Now, in the city, it is quite easy to get a Venture card. You go to your local pharmacy, a Walgreens, ask for a Venture card, they give it to you. But as we know, a lot of Chicago residents have their own Venture cards. But knowing in the far south side how it is a transportation desert, it's quite hard for community members to actually get a Venture card. A little quick, if you remember, these were the old cards, but now we use Venture cards. These were a little more easier to get because you get on the bus, you put your transit fare, one of these pops out. But it's not like that anymore. We're going through a new turn with the Venture card system. Now, this whole project of mine and this capstone is just a little part of the overall project. Now, I'm just trying to bring this visibility towards Chicago residents and honestly anybody that's actually watching these videos. It's a visibility to show either access or a lack of access. And the problem that the Red Line Extension will solve is the lack of access towards transportation for members of the far south side. If you made it this far, I appreciate that you stuck around, and in order to create a prioritization for the CTA, I hope that you can spread the word and let other people know about the project itself. Thank you, and I appreciate it.